G'day everybody and welcome back to my channel. You got me in stitches. My name is Anna. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week. So yeah, let's get started. I will show you guys what I've been making this week. Okay, so before I will show you guys my first mate, if you can hear little squeaks in the background, that's the cavies, also known as guinea pigs. So as soon as they start sort of coming out here and I'm sort of rustling around, they get all excited and probably think that they're going to get another treat. Okay, so this week I have gone a little bit so over it bonkers. Only with the cami top. So as you saw last week, the first cami top that I'd ever stitched up from the Sew Over It collection. So yeah, so this is predominantly just sort of cami tops. There are a couple of shirts thrown in the mix as well. So I'll start off with this one. Yep, see, there you go, start off with this one. Okay, and then the top. So this beautiful fabric here, these beautiful little birds on. So you know the cami style anyway, so I won't talk too much about that. So what I did, I mixed it up a little bit. I put these beautiful buttons on. I was given these through the KB pattern swap when, oh god, it was the sort of summer, just before the summer one I think it was, and I was paired up with the lovely Mona from Sew Against the Grain, and if I remember I will link her below so you can follow her if you choose to. So yeah, they're really lovely buttons. I think you can zoom in okay on that. She sent me some other ones as well, but I thought these would work really well with that. And then on the back, which you'll see, obviously I'll insert film footage and stills at the end, I put this little detailing on the back here. So all I did was just stitched, you know, two pieces of fabric together. It's about an inch wide, and then crossed them over in the middle there, as you can see. Yeah, I just thought that was, you know, a little bit of fun, just to add to sort of a basic top. And this fabric I've had in my stash for quite a while. It's really soft. It's got a little bit of a satiny finish to it. I think I got it from Fabricland a little while ago. So yeah, really super comfy. So my next little cami top is this one here. Now this is vintage fabric that I got some time ago, and again that was in my stash for quite a while. It's, I think, a polyester mix. Again, it's quite sort of satiny. Yeah, it's really nice. It was quite sort of straightforward to sew with. The only issue I had again was with this neckline. So what I did on this particular, it might have just been the fabric, I don't know. So anyway, again, I wanted some extra little detailing. So what I did stitched all these little cute little buttons all the way around the neckline, and it stops it sort of gaping forward and just holds it. I mean, obviously I do the stitch and all the understitching on all the camis, but for some strange reason, this, maybe it was the fabric, I don't know, but it was just filing forward a little bit, and so the buttons have prevented that. So yeah, and obviously all the cami tops have been serged. I was going to do French seams, but I didn't. I thought it was just a quick sort of make. So yeah, all the raw edges are serged. On this particular one, I have actually left the bottom raw like that with the serger threads, and to be fair, you don't really notice it, and I'm quite happy with that. I know it's not everyone's thing, but you know, see how I go. If I don't like it, then I will just, you know, turn it under and do a regular regular seam on the bottom. Yeah. So the next one is out of a lightweight sort of crepe fabric. Again, all these fabrics have been in my stash quite a while, and I think I got this again from I'm not sure, either Fabricland or a vintage store somewhere. Or actually, it might, no, I think it was when I went to a vintage fair. That's right, and I went rummaging and found some really lovely fabrics, as you do. Yeah, so that one came from a vintage fair. Again, a bunch of time ago. So on this one, I put the little button details just on one sleeve there. And again, straightforward, cami top. This one, obviously, I serged and then stitched along the bottom. So yeah, not really much to say about that, but you can see how drapey the fabric is. And when I was pressing all the fabrics, actually, they were really, really good to press, so no difficulties with that. Really like the drape on that. Okay, so this little cami top, I haven't done anything. This is kind of just straight out of the pattern, so I haven't done any additional little detailing to it or not. So yeah, just as is. And again, vintage fabric, polyester sort of blend, little bit of stitch to it, but again, really super drapey, really comfortable. And there's the bottom. And again, you know, serged, so I don't want to repeat myself going over. You get the idea. Okay, and finally the last little side of it cami top. Now this is chiffon fabric, and oh my goodness, it is scandalous fabric, so I would have to wear a little slip or something underneath. Again, you'll see that in the photographs at the end, not the scandalous. The little top and how I've teamed it up with a little cami underneath. Yeah, so this is the fabric, and again, look, I mean, that is so see-through, but look at the gorgeous birds. Aren't they lovely? So again, there, just serged the edges. This was a little bit trickier to sort of manipulate under the sewing machine. It's just because it's just so thin. And again, the only thing is I serged all the raw edges, but as you can see, you know, because this is so see-through, you can actually see those edges there. So what I might do next time when I work with this fabric, I might make another one actually. Reason being is because when I did the stills, when I look back on them, just at the back, it's just, right, so that's the back part. You can't see, right, I mean that's the front, but this is the back. It just seems to pull a little bit across my back. I mean, my back is slightly wide, and to be fair, I've noticed that on a few of them, so I'll just make an adjustment on the back piece from the Sew Over It pattern and just obviously widen it, probably just about a ½ inch, I reckon, I'd guess, but I'm going to play around with it just so it, you know, when you're going like that and you're pulling, sometimes when you pull fabric, it just creates that little bunching effect. And obviously I don't like that, who does? Yeah, so what I'm going to do on this fabric again, stitch obviously the seam edges together, but I'm going to bias bind, so it would be, all the bias would go all the way around. I might do a little sew along to that, so you guys have an idea of what I'm on about. I'm just so sorry if I'm coming across just a little bit, I don't know. It's getting a little bit cooler now, and I don't know, just I've lost a couple of days this week. The week has flown by so quickly, and although I kind of achieved a lot, I kind of felt that I haven't. And then suddenly it was like, I had to take my teenager Athling out because he goes to drama on Saturdays, and I was like, oh my god, suddenly it's like, it's Saturday already. So yeah, anyway, I will show you guys the two shirts. Okay, so this is the shirt that I have finally finished. I say finally, so here it is. So I will talk you through that. Look at these little fun sort of cartoon fabric depictions. I'll show you on the deck actually. There we go. Isn't that really, really cool? Sort of the nod to sort of the 1950s, especially as you'll see in the picture that I inserted at the end, just team it up with a pair of jeans, so it definitely has a 50s vibe to it. So yeah, when I say finally finished this, I started this when I went on a sewing retreat in, I think it was May of this year, and it was supposed to have sleeves, and unfortunately I don't know what happened, but the way I put the pattern sleeve on the fabric, it kind of matched as if it was going that way, but obviously on the back it would look like it was round sort of the wrong way, kind of, well, upside down, that's the word, yeah. So I didn't continue, and it kind of just got buried in the to finish off basket. But today, I don't know, I just suddenly thought, right, yeah, let's get it done. There wasn't much to do, so in the end I decided to keep it sleeveless, and I think it's worked really, really well. And I'll show you, I put red bias binding on, and I don't know if you can see, they're so hidden, hand stitched all the bias. And what did I do? I can't remember what I did. Yeah, I serged all the raw edges, as you can see. There we go. I have pressed it, but they are supposed to be pressed open. And then obviously at the front, it's the same size as what you've seen before, but there are little gathers there around the bust area, just to give it a little shape and definition. You know, really, really good collar and stand. And then because I had run out of the length of this fun fabric, I used the embroidery on glaze there to follow down the front for the button placket. So the buttons, I had already stitched the buttonholes when I was on the sewing retreat, so all I needed to do is just use the quick unpick and obviously open them up. I haven't put the frayed check on it, so at the moment, as you can see, there are loose threads, so that will get tidied up. The buttons that I used this time is the type that you hem it in, so that's always a little bit of fun doing that, as you can see there. You usually get them on overalls, on the clasps. They're sort of the type that usually go with that. So yeah, oh, and on the bottom I used the same binding and just folded it over and stitched in the ditch. Not so great this time, you can actually see my stitches. Yeah, so really, really comfortable like that. 100% cotton fabric. Seriously, I just don't have a brain today. Actually, I sometimes wonder if I actually even have a brain. So yeah, so really, really like that, really, really fun, and I'm glad that I finished it. Okay, so I will show you the last wig. Okay, so again, it's exactly the same shirt as what you've just seen a second ago. This one is almost finished, and there's not any photographs or film footage at the end of this with this particular shirt. I will do that next week. I wasn't too sure if I was going to mention this because I don't really like showing unfinished makes, but all it is just to install the buttons and the buttonholes. The reason why that hasn't done, I've reconfigured my sewing area, and where I keep the sewing machine feet for making the buttonholes, little box that they're kept secure in, I don't know where it is. Now, I'm not a type of girl that sort of mislays things or loses things, very rarely. So for that to go walkabout, I haven't got a clue where it's gone, and I've been looking around. Do you think I can find it? No. So what I'm going to do is not look for it, and then it will turn up, and it's probably staring me right in the face, but right now I'm just like, yeah, okay. So this is the gorgeous fabric. I'm guessing it's 100% cotton. I got this when I did the Sew Swap It, and that was organised from Kerry from Pretty Kitty. And yeah, so I took a bunch of fabric and patterns and books and everything, and obviously the idea is to swap if there's anything there that you like. So yeah, this is the fabric, and there's another fabric not too dissimilar to this. I think I might have shown you this actually in a few vlogs ago about it. So again, sleeveless, and I put in this lovely sort of minty green bias binding, and I have hand stitched that all around. I have done a mandarin colour just to be a little bit different. I really like that. And I have on the bottom I have put the same minty green bias binding stitched in the ditch, and yes, I was very good at stitching in the ditch on this, and you cannot see those stitches. And then obviously caught them on the back. So, and on this one I have done French seams. I'm just going to flip it round so you guys can see. There we go, there is my French seams. Just trying to hold it so, yeah, there you go. So yeah, French seams throughout. The only thing, like I said to you at the beginning, I've just got pins, and I have measured where I want the buttons to go. Probably be different colour buttons because I just like doing that. I know it's a bit crazy, but I don't mind being just a little out whack. So yeah, so it's just pinned, that's all I got to do. And again, it's, you probably can't see, oh yeah, you can see, and it's just gathered in a little bit at the bust area just to give it that little bit of sort of vintage feel. And in the back, oh, I should have said about the other one, but they're identical. I don't know if you can see actually, yeah, there's the line. So 2 back darts. So yeah, and it's really super soft. Really like that fabric. It's quite unusual for me to get fabric like that, but as you can see, I'll just get closer. Yeah, so anyway, next week I will finish it off, and then you guys can see stills of the finished make. So yeah, that's it guys. It's just been a week of tops, so I think I might hit it and call it that, a week of tops. Yeah, so I'll let you guys know what I'm wearing. You've seen this before in this lovely little raised bumpy fabric. It's so super soft. Yeah. Oh, and it's got the little giraffes on. So I keep looking over there because I'm in the conservatory, because the light, it is 20 after 3 in the afternoon, and already it's just beginning to go, it's not dark, but it's not bright enough to film. So this is the lightest part of the building that I live in, and yeah, so but I'm just looking over there at the compost heap, and there's just so many cute little garden birds foraging around for whatever they want to try and pick. So yeah, okay, well, I hope you have enjoyed this video this week. Sorry guys, it's not very long, and I know the makes are very samey. I'm going to finish off that shirt that I've literally just shown you. I want to make probably another pair of pants this week, and I may make another overalls, because now it's just starting to get a little bit colder. I don't usually feel the cold except for my hands. My hands and feet always get cold, but me generally, I mean, look, I've just got that on, so it doesn't really bother me. So yeah, so let me know what you are sewing, or what you have been sewing, or if you've got any plans, or even if it's not sewing related, just what you've been up to in general. Have you been on a vacation? Have you been somewhere really sunny? Yeah, just let me know. Okay, so thank you so much for watching and all of your support. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to put a little comment below, please feel free. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because, you know, I've got lots of things in the future to add to my channel. Yeah, okay guys, have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. Take care.